Good morning, students. Welcome to the digital classroom with Holy Heart Schools. Today is the day 6 with our chapter Climate of India. In this chapter, we have already learnt about the factors affecting the climate of the place, the different seasons, that is, the hot dry season, the rainy season, and retreating monsoons in detail. Today, in this video, we will be learning about the cold season or the season of northeast monsoons, under which we will be learning about its temperature conditions. Number 2, its pressure condition and wind direction. Number 3, the rainfall during this season. And number 4, the characteristic features of the cold weather season. So let's start with our today's topic, the cold season. If we think of cold season, the things that strikes our mind are hot soups, warm clothes, fog, enjoying bonfires, and dry fruits. But according to geography, the cold season can be characterized by low temperature, low humidity, cold northern winds, and clear sky. So students, let's start with our topic today, the cold season or the season of northeast monsoons, December to March. The cold weather season commences means starts at the end of November and continues till March. Clear sky, pleasant weather, low temperature and humidity. Humidity means amount of water vapor present in the air. High range of temperature. Range of temperature means a difference between maximum and minimum temperature. For example, in Gangetic Plains during this period, the temperature varies from 2.5 degrees Celsius to 17.5 degrees Celsius. And the slow northern winds are the cold winds coming from the north are the chief characteristics of this season. The winds are slow because they are denser. Next we have temperature conditions. Before starting up with the temperature conditions, let's discuss this topic in brief. During this season, the sun shines directly over Tropic of Capricorn. Hence, the mainland of India is having low temperature. Now let's have a look at the temperature on the mainland of India and nearby water bodies. The northern plains experience temperature of about 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. The Deccan Plateau experience temperature of around 25 degrees Celsius, which is higher than the northern plains because it lies in torrid zone. And the Himalayan region experience extremely low temperature because of its altitude and distance from sea. For example, Dras sector in Kargil experienced a temperature of minus 40 degrees Celsius, which is the minimum recorded temperature in India. But on the contrary, water bodies around Indian subcontinent like Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean record the temperature of about 30 degrees Celsius because land cools faster than water. So now let's start with its reading. Temperature conditions in north. The northern part of country have a means average temperature of below 21 degrees Celsius and much lower in Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Punjab and Haryana. This is because of their distance from sea. January is the coldest month when the temperature in the Gangetic Plains. Gangetic Plains means the area of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal varies from 2.5 degrees Celsius to 17.5 degrees Celsius. The night temperature falls below freezing point in many hilly areas. This is because of their altitude. Dras Valley in Kashmir near Kargil is the coldest place in India with a minimum temperature recorded minus 45 degrees Celsius. This also we have seen with the help of a map. It would have been much colder but for the great range of Himalayas shielding. Shielding means protecting the subcontinent from the cold winter winds from Siberia. This factor also we have already discussed. However, many places in the northernmost part of Himalaya experience heavy snowfall, which result in cold wave enveloping the surrounding areas of Punjab, Haryana and northern plains, and this is due to the western disturbances or the temperate cyclones. Next we have temperature conditions in the south. As we know that Tropic of Cancer passes through the mid of our country, it divides the country into two climatic zones, the north temperate zone and the south tropical zone. The southern part of India comes under the south tropical zone. So this region doesn't experience any winter because of the nearness to equator. Now let's start with its reading. The areas south of the Tropic of Cancer remain warm and do not have distinctly defined winter weather. The isotherms. Isotherms means the line joining the places with the same temperature of 20 degrees Celsius runs in east to west direction roughly parallel to Tropic of Cancer and divides India climatically into northern and southern parts. In the south of this isotherm, the temperature always remains above 21 degrees Celsius and extreme south above 25 degrees Celsius, because we know that if we are going from north to south during winters, the temperature will keep on increasing because of the nearness to equator. January temperature at Trivandrum in Kerala is 31 degrees Celsius. In the coastal regions too, there is very little change in the range of temperature. Coastal regions means areas along the sea, and range of temperature means the difference between maximum and minimum temperature. The temperature remains above 21 degrees Celsius throughout the year. This is because of the nearness to sea. Next, we are starting up with the pressure conditions and wind direction along with the rainfall during cold seasons. Before starting up with their reading, let's discuss these topics in brief with the help of a map. Due to low temperature, high pressure develops on the mainland of India. So, now winds start blowing from land to sea. So, they are mostly dry as they are offshore winds. These winds mostly blow from northeast to southwest, so they are known as northeast trade winds. But when they cross Bay of Bengal, they collect enough moisture, and as they strike with the Coromandel coast on the eastern coastal part of India, they give rainfall. Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu receives the maximum of rainfall during this period. Along with the Coromandel coast, the northwestern part of India also receives the winter rainfall by the temperate cyclones originating in Mediterranean Sea, and after crossing Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, they enter India and gives light rainfall in the northern plains and heavy snowfall in the northern mountains. Now let's start with the reading of these topics. Pressure condition and wind direction. As discussed earlier, because of the apparent migration of the sun towards south, that is shifting of sun from Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn, shining directly over the Tropic of Capricorn, the Indian subcontinent receives oblique. Oblique means slanting rays of the sun during winters. As a result, high pressure builds on the land with the low pressure centered on water bodies surrounding peninsula. Because water bodies are warmer than the land, so they have high pressure. As such, offshore winds means winds blowing from land to sea, start blowing towards the low pressure area centered in the Bay of Bengal. These winds do not blow towards the Arabian Sea because of the Deccan Plateau because of its height. Hence, they are forced to blow via intergangetic plain towards the Bay of Bengal. As these winds blow from northeast to southwest, they are called northeast monsoon. Next, we have rainfall during cold season. The first one is Coromandel Coast in Tamil Nadu. Coromandel Coast is the southern part of eastern coastal plain which extends from River Krishna to Kanyakumari. So now let's read. During winters, dry offshore. Offshore means winds blowing from land to sea. Northeast monsoon winds blow from high pressure region to the low pressure region centered at the head of Bay of Bengal. This we have already discussed. These winds do not bring rain to the Ganga valley, but they proceed after crossing Bay of Bengal. They gather enough moisture. Moisture means water vapors. As they strike the Coromandel coast on the eastern India, Tamil Nadu and the southern tip of Andhra Pradesh gets heavy rainfall accompanied by stormy winds. They cause heavy damage to standing crops. Standing crop means growing crops and means of transport. Tamil Nadu receives nearly 70 cm of rainfall during the winter season. The rainfall is higher at Nagapattinam and Toputhurai, nearly 100 cm, but goes on decreasing rapidly in the land as it reaches the interior, giving 3 to 4 cm of rainfall to Karnataka plateau, because the amount of moisture is decreasing as it is going in the interior part. Now next we have winter rainfall in the northwest. This we have already discussed with the help of the map. In the north, even though the sky is generally clear, the spell of fine weather is often broken by the light rainfall which occurs due to western depressions or temperate cyclones. Temperate cyclones are the cyclones originating in a temperate region, originating in the Mediterranean Sea. The precipitation means rainfall, sleet, snowfall that condenses on the ground, is in the form of snow at the higher regions of the Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. They give up the 10 to 15 centimeter rainfall in Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh as they proceed eastwards, causing cold wave in the surrounding regions. The rainfall is cyclonic rain. Cyclonic means rainfall caused when the warm and the cold air masses meet at a front. Front means water body and is beneficial to the crops, especially wheat and barley. Hence, this rain is very useful at the time of sowing the seeds for the crops. Next we have characteristic features of the cold weather season. Number 1. This is the season when the northeast monsoon takes over the southwest monsoons. Unlike the southwest monsoons, the onset means the arrival of the northeast monsoons is not clearly defined. Number 2. A characteristic feature of the cold weather season is the inflow. Inflow means coming of the western disturbances originating from Mediterranean Sea that we have already discussed. A frequency of these disturbances is 4 to 6 per month between December and January. Winter rainfall is caused by the depressions. Depressions means a low pressure area that is associated with the western disturbances moving out from the Mediterranean Sea. Next, they give up 10 to 15 centimeter rainfall in Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand and western Uttar Pradesh as they proceed eastwards, causing cold wave and snowfall in the surrounding regions around the western Himalayas. This we have already discussed that these winds give light rainfall in the northern plains and heavy snowfall in the northern mountains. The rabi crops wheat in the northwest India and rice in Tamil Nadu depend on winter rainfall because they need water at the time of sowing of their seeds. Hence, it is of great economic importance affecting the production of these crops. The cold weather season in the country is generally marked by the fine cool weather, low humidity because of less evaporation and the large variation in the range of temperature. So students, this was our topic for the day. Please revise your previous topics. Goodbye.